Is Meghan Markle the Duchess of Sussex a person who deceives other people by making them believe something false or making them give money away? That's the definition of a con artist. It doesn't always have to be for money though. It could be to gain social status, social connections, favors, get jobs, and keep up appearances. All these may apply to Meghan as we go over 3 times she may have conned you and tried to get away with it. Welcome to True Lies Scandals, and welcome back if you are a fan or a subscriber. Hashtag Meghan Markle is a con artist has been inked in our minds forever. The hashtag has been trending on Twitter for heaven knows how long. I don't think it's going anywhere, as Markle, who's still the Duchess of Sussex, keeps exposing herself. We're seeing the true Meghan now that her narcissist mask has fallen off. Yep, the former actress who starred in the Canadian show Suits has been branded a narcissist alongside people like, you guessed it, Donald Trump and Kanye West. Link above to my video on 9 signs Meghan may be a narcissist. Meghan has already been branded a ruthless social climber by British author Tom Bower in his book Revenge. Bower claims Markle has been scheming for years as an actress. She targeted the royal family and used celebrity contacts to climb her way up to royal status. The claim could have merit if you look at the former actress's track record and how she skillfully attaches herself to friends, lovers, and social connects to get what she wants. Then she seemingly dumps them long before they catch on to her manipulative schemes. Okay, she may be a narcissist or a sociopathic narcissist, as palace staff has described Meghan. She may also be a condescending, demeaning, unempathetic, and exploitative self-entitled brat. But does that make her a con artist? Is she nothing more than a common trickster who wormed her way into the royal family solely as a part of a personal enrichment scheme? And were her alleged fake actress profile, alleged fake celebrity friends, and alleged fake pregnancy all part of this grand scheme to become rich and famous off the backs of the royal family? If this is the case, no one saw it coming, not even when she turned on the charm and acted all innocent while dating Prince Harry. You guys, this could be the biggest con job by a social climber of all times, hands down. This kind of reminds me of the Netflix hit series Inventing Anna, based off a true story about a young woman who used her beauty, charm, and wits to con and steal money from her friends and even big corporations, including a bank. Anyway, let's find out if the outwardly charming, beautiful Californian girl who claimed to have single-handedly influenced a dish soap company to change its gender-biased commercial is in fact a liar, a fake, and a total scam artist. I can't wait to hear your comments in the comment section below. But before you hit the keyboard, do remember you can subscribe for free to stay connected to this channel. You'll get a notification each time a new video is uploaded. Alrighty, let's get back to the juicy stuff. To make the case, we're going to look at 3 red flag signs Meghan Markle is a con artist. For the record, some are allegations that are still to be proven with compelling evidence, okay? You're going to hear a lot of things, read a lot of things. Some of them are in magazines, newspapers, on YouTube, but compelling evidence in some cases. We're still waiting for that. Number one, red flag sign. Meghan Markle faking her race or ethnicity to get into the royal family. Number two, Meghan Markle faking her Spotify interviews. Number three, Meghan Markle fake pregnancy rumors. And then later on, I am going to discuss the fact that she herself identified herself as a fraud. So, number one, did Meghan Markle fake her race? Fake race? Why would anyone do that? To trick and exploit people, that's why. Meghan is accused of holding herself out to be of Caucasian ethnicity. From her own mouth, she said she was never treated like a black woman until she married into the royal family. This implies that all her life she was treated as a white woman, and she loved it, and she traded on it, and she found it disgusting that the royal family recognized her as a black woman, as she has alleged. Girl, if you're black, you're black. Own it and wear it proudly, and stop projecting your insecurities onto others about how you think they see you. Be proud of who you are. But what can you expect from a vindictive narcissist anyway? When vindictive narcissists can get you to bend to their demands, they will discard you and publicly smear your image to exact revenge. We saw this when she told Oprah Winfrey back in 2019, I believe it was, that a royal family member made a racist remark about her son Archie. We saw this when she and Harry disparaged the Queen, King Charles, William, and Kate on Netflix. As narcissists do, she went into chameleon mode. She changed her skin to blend into the environment she was targeting, in this case the British monarchy and the royal family. Tell me, the whole darn time, this Meghan was pretending to be someone she's not in order to manipulate and exploit this family for money, Princess Diana's jewelry, and produce heirs to the British throne? As part of her manipulative schemes, Meghan reportedly claimed to be Caucasian on an online profile that surfaced a while back. If you look at the screen, you can see next to ethnicity, the answer is spelled out as Caucasian. Why in the world would Meghan fake her true racial identity? Well, according to critics, claiming to be Caucasian fits in with her fantasies of being a part of the royal family and being the new Princess Diana. She could have decided to portray herself as a white woman, believing that there's no way Prince Harry would date her if she's black. But she's black. Half white and half black, to be exact, biracial. Not only that, with the royal family long being branded as racists and colonialists, why in the world would she show up as a black woman? That would be counterintuitive, won't it? How about you help me figure this one out? Did Meghan fake her ethnicity to con her way in and out of Harry's life and in and out of the royal family? Needless to say, the profile in question was later dismissed as a fake profile set up by someone who's trying to taint Meghan's reputation. Well, she has done a darn good job at tainting and tarnishing her own reputation. So whatever is left of it, I don't know. Whether she faked her way into the royal family, she's a fraud and a gold digger in the court of public opinion. Harry was simply a target to exploit and fit perfectly into her get-rich-quick scheme. She was interested mainly in these three things: marriage, money, and mansions. Why does that sound like a show? that I could start doing on television. I'd like to think she achieved all three: marriage, money, and mansions. And to ensure she continued getting a lifetime of royalties, pun intended, she hustled up to give Harry 2 children, just in case her marriage fails, after she's been exposed as a fake, fraudulent, and sociopathic con artist. She wouldn't only get alimony but child support for Archie and Lilibet. We're talking possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in child support. She is pretty much set for life. So, in the opinion of others, people think that she went on and hurried up to get children before we start seeing the real Meghan. The second time Meghan may have conned us is faking Spotify interviews. Did Meghan once again reveal her phony, fraudulent tendencies by leading us to believe she was actually sitting and interviewing the guest who appeared on her podcast, Archetypes? Earlier this year, her multi-million-dollar podcast deal with Spotify came to a crashing end after the show reportedly failed to meet industry standards and viewership targets. But the sweet part was that Markle was called out for being disingenuous and misleading fans when news broke that she didn't actually interview guests who appeared on her now cancelled podcast Archetypes. We're talking celebrity guests like her now estranged bestie, world champion tennis player Serena Williams, as well as Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, and author of 90s Bitch, Alison Yarrow. News sources reported that the Duchess used pre-recorded audio questions and handed it to her staff, who were the ones who actually conducted some of her interviews on her behalf. Seriously, Meghan? You can't be too busy to do the job yourself, can you? For heaven's sake, Spotify agreed to pay you millions and you are too lazy to do your job? Girl, I suppose you're too busy pacing the floor of your Montecito mansion trying to figure out your next financial target. As soon as a narcissist depletes their targeted resources, it's on to the next. In this case, it might have been Prince Harry and the royal family. It's only a matter of time before she deal Harry the final narcissist discard and kick him to the curb. A lot of people think the marriage is already over, and maybe maybe their marriage has become a business arrangement where they're trying to stay together to continue and finish some of the deals that they've had that they took money for, and they have to do it together as a couple, or also because of the children. And if Harry's staying with her because of the children, then she would have successfully achieved her goal, which is to have the children so that she could hold on to Harry and continuously benefit financially from the royal family, okay? Through Harry. Anyway, Spotify apparently ended up paying the Deal or No Deal briefcase opener Bimbo less than the full $20 million they agreed to pay her for the Archetypes podcast. The third time Meghan may have conned us, you guessed it, her pregnancy. Is the Meghan Markle fake pregnancy rumors true? I can't believe I'm finally going down this very slippery slope. As you may know, I prefer to stay away from conspiracy theories. But is it? Is this just a conspiracy theory or a fact? Did Meghan actually fake her pregnancy with her son Archie by wearing a fake baby bump? At least a lot of royal watchers and social media critics seem to buy into the idea and haven't stopped peddling the rumors on Twitter and YouTube especially. Here are some mentionable comments that appeared on Twitter. Comment number 1. I don't think Meghan Markle is actually pregnant. I think they are using a surrogate and lying to the public. Comment number 2. God, I never thought she was so cunning. Like pulling a fake pregnancy in front of the whole world? Not even telling her own family? How did she think she will pull it off? Comment number 3. Meghan's pregnancy is a fake pregnancy. She is wearing a bump that keeps enlarging or shrinking in size. She is able to bend over and even run in her supposed 8th month of pregnancy. She's using a surrogate. Of course, this is all opinions, and this is what people are thinking from watching and seeing and comparing, pictures and information. Guys, Elle Magazine also quoted these comments in an article back in 2019, and those suspicion and those posts and those questions surrounding her pregnancy with Archie especially, and also with Lilibet, which is her daughter, they keep coming, okay? This question is for viewers who were pregnant and gave birth. Were you able to do a perfect squat or cross your legs when your baby bump was this big? Did you cradle your baby bump 24/7? I mean, almost in every photograph, this woman is holding her baby bump, top and bottom. It's almost like she's afraid it's gonna fall, it's gonna crack, I don't know. So, I mean, I've never seen it before, you know? I'm a mom myself, and I ain't never hold my belly that much. And I was proud of being pregnant, but I didn't think I need to like cradle it and protect it every second of the day. Meghan's ability to do all of that, like, squatting, crossing her legs, and just being in those heels and just doing it so eloquently, even though she was pregnant, made others suspect that something's not right. The last time we were rocked by something as scandalous as the Meghan fake pregnancy rumors was when the famous singer Beyonce was accused of wearing a fake baby bump when she actually had a surrogate to carry her daughter, Blue Ivy. Anti-Beehivers had a field day calling Beyonce's pregnancy fake when her baby bump appeared to have folded as she attempted to sit down for an interview in Australia. Here's that photo of what seems to be her baby bump folding. And again, these are still allegations. There are no compelling evidence to date to prove that Beyonce actually had a surrogate, and she was basically deceiving us into thinking that she was carrying Blue Ivy. Shutting down a whole wing of the Lenox Hill Hospital to give birth in much secretive circumstances made the accusations against Beyonce even worse. I mean, I give birth at Lenox Hill, and I ain't ever closed off a whole portion of the hospital. But then again, I ain't Beyonce, right? Going back to the Meghan Markle fake pregnancy rumors, a Daily Beast article dating back to 2019 reads, like Beyonce before her, the Duchess of Sussex has been targeted by online conspiracy theorists over her pregnancy, with those questioning it calling themselves Megxiteers. Only 2 weeks ago, there was a headline that reads, "Scandal. Was Meghan Markle's pregnancy real or fake?" This evidence is insane. Not that it's impossible at all for a woman to fake her baby bump. As we all know, well, that's why we have prosthetic baby bumps, all right? As we all know, many women opt for surrogacy, but we're seeing more and more women, even celebrities, keep it 100 by disclosing the information. What's there to hide? But if it's true that Meghan conned the world by making us think she was in fact carrying baby Archie and even Lilibet in her womb, then the award for the biggest con artist to get into the royal family goes to none other than the Duchess of Sussex. Do you believe she has it in her to go this far as to lie about being pregnant? Why didn't she just say she had a surrogate? Tell me in the comment section. Here's my thing. Even if a surrogate was hired, then the pregnancy isn't fake. The only thing that would be fake would be the baby bump. The one burning issue here, as I see it, would be misleading the public into believing she was in fact pregnant when biologically speaking, she was not. Regarding the issue of privacy, whether she was truly pregnant or wore a prosthetic baby bump is quite frankly no one's business. You know what? I think I'll do a deeper dive into the fake pregnancy rumors in another video. Y'all, we should have known better. After all, Meghan Markle identifies as a fraud. People find it hard to believe just about anything the Duchess says, considering her track record. The biggest clue of all times that Meghan is a liar, deceptive, and a fraud comes from a confession from her own mouth. We probably should have paid closer attention when the then actress referred to herself as such a fraud. She made the statement while on an interview panel a few years ago before she met her husband, Prince Harry. In essence, she confessed to lying to casting directors about being in an actors union so that she could get acting gigs. Here's a play-by-play of what Meghan told the panel. I was tough, heart-aligned, which I pretended I was union. And it was the pilot called Century City with Hector Elizondo. And I got there and they're like, so you're union? And I'm like, of course, I'm union. I mean, yeah, absolutely. And then I wasn't. To this day, those casting directors will never hire me. I was such a fraud. I bet Harry wished he had seen that video before he had anything to do with his wife. His lack of insight and naivety could be what made him the perfect target and the perfect entry ticket for narcissistic Meghan into the royal family. In fact, she manipulated her way to the Lion King preview in hopes of connecting with the film's director, Jon Favreau. You think she would be all over Beyonce and Jay-Z, who were standing right there in front of her. But the Duchess had her eyes on the film director whom she believed could help her get voice-over acting roles. Guys, I'm not making this up. Prince Harry, who was earmarked as Meghan's spokesperson, said to the film director, and I quote, "If anyone needs any extra voice-over work," before he could finish, Meghan interrupts him and said, "That's really why we're here. It's the pitch." Harry then says, "Just not Scar." Scar is the antagonist character in The Lion King who tries to steal the kingdom from the protagonist, Simba. Don't you think Scar is the perfect role for career tricksters like Meghan to play? So, is Markle the type of narcissistic, sociopathic, two-faced you-know-what who plotted and schemed her way into Harry's life with the ultimate goal of becoming rich and famous, knowing fully well she's a confessed fraud? How could the royal family have missed all of these clues? Did she use sociopathic charisma and femininity to get them to lower their guards and welcome her into the royal family while she had ulterior motives? I'll tell you what, in the eyes of many, Meghan Markle is nothing but a con artist who failed epically at trying to deceive the world into thinking she's not black. She's a celebrity, a real one, a philanthropist. She's a podcast interviewer, a union actress, and whatever else. And for many people still, Meghan Markle is nothing but a con artist who failed epically at trying to deceive the world into thinking she was in fact pregnant with her kids, Archie and even Lilibet. Do tell me what you think down below in the comment section. I can't wait to hear from you. And for heaven's sake, don't shoot the messenger. Don't come for me if you are a Sussex Squad or a member of the Beehive. How else will you get more of these thought-provoking videos? Best wishes. It was totally a joy doing this video. I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you next time on True Lies Scandals.